Zhang Qingying had a D score in the preliminary phase of 6.5. That will be 0.3 higher than Kaylee Moore if she can produce it. Moore's execution was 8.1. That's about 0.3 higher than Zhang Qingying's was in qualification, so could cancel each other out. Let's see.
She started getting a bonus 10th right off the bat there with acro dance combined. Wow, another bonus 10th there. Here's another ring that we talked about earlier about how that foot has to reach the height of the head in order to get credit. Oh, gorgeous core, but
she does some very interesting and unusual work. So much of her difficulty comes from the combination jumps.
And those specific jumps are very difficult to perform because the feet have to land perfectly at the half.
Lovely double pipe to conclude as well. Zhang Qingying throwing down a challenge to the experienced gymnast who started off this competition. Not that she is inexperienced. She made the beam final at the last World Championships, finished 6th. A very memorable routine in terms of its construction from the 18-year-old. The only gymnast doing that very interesting back handspring into the crossways support.
Yes, it's called a corbut. And when it was initially performed, they added a back hip circle around the beam.
I think that has meant a lot to her, that performance, especially after being away from the podium last time.
Here it is, she has to catch just right to land on her hips.
There's enormous risk associated with that, isn't there? Because a fraction off, and you can end up almost essentially handing a full mark of deduction. Very easy for that to become a fall.
Absolutely, and it's all dependent on how straight she jumps up so that she can spot the beam and land with her shoulders perfectly in front to plunge down. Otherwise, she'll fall forward or potentially fall backward.
She actually said ahead of the national championships this year, I wasn't that stable or confident as a gymnast years ago, but now I've grown up and gained more courage. Maybe she's come back to these world championships naturally, as people often do as they get older, just more experienced, more used to big competitions, and with a little more belief in herself. She's been the Asian champion on this apparatus. What about at the World Championships? 14.3, Kaylee Moore, Sugihara Aiko, 14.166, Flavia Saraiva, 13.9. That is your podium as things stand. They wait, as we all wait, for the score of Zhang Qingying. And it's a nervous wait for all, especially for Nomura, Sugihara and Saraiva. It's gold! 15.166. She picks up 4 additional tenths of difficulty with fabulous execution and takes the World championship title.